Hi guys, today let's talk about our phones. So there was a time when my parents used to confiscate our phones sometimes because of how we behave when we have our phones with us, because of how we respond to them when we have our phones to them. For example, if they send you like, hey, go get something, or they send you somewhere, but you can't go because you're on your phone, you're scrolling through the phone. And I've reached where I've realized that at some point they were right if they confiscated your phone at some point. And the reason I'm saying that is there is a way when we are with our phones, there is a way we tend not to be aware of the environment, of what is going on. And this comes back also in how we live life in our society. I have seen people being attacked and they're not even aware because they are on their phones. They're on their phones. They're being attacked and then their stuff gets stolen because they are on their phones. So this brings me to a discussion. I think this is just going to be an open discussion. I want you guys to tell me what you think about having phones. And okay, I mean, like, you need to know when, because I'm very cautious when I'm out in public on when I use my phone, because normally it's the phone that is like a major distraction to us, and sometimes you don't see certain things coming towards you because you're not aware. You're paying so much attention to your phone compared to like being in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And I've also had a colleague getting attacked about like 3 times, and his phone gets stolen in the same similar way. And like I keep telling him, like, if you're in motion, if you're moving, for me, if I'm moving, I don't care how urgent your phone call is. I don't pick the call. I have to find somewhere where I can settle down and look around and then call you back, or maybe pick the phone call if it is like super urgent. I cannot pick up a call when I'm in motion, like I'm moving, you're walking, and someone just hits you and they take your phone, or they steal from you, and they do whatever they want from you. That is the level of unawareness we are in. Sometime back in 2022, I think it was 2022. I'm not so sure of the year, but one of my uncles witnessed someone being knocked down. That wasn't a phone, but like he had what is it called? I have one of them. Let me just show you. He had these headphones on his head, and he's walking on the railway line. You guys, you know the railway line. And you know how that rail, when it is coming, you know how loud it can be. It's like hooting, it's super loud. Like it's so loud that that guy could not hear. And what happened? It was too late. By the time they couldn't brake on him. So those are situations that happen. We have seen people stuff being stolen because of these. Like, you're walking and you have this on full volume on, you're not aware of your environment, and things are happening. So I want you guys to tell me in the comments, what do you think about being aware about just not using your phone, especially if like you're out there in public? Because personally, by the time I pull out my phone in public, just know it's like a serious emergency. And then we have seen like people also get distracted so much with their phones. Like, when we have seen stories of like, I went on a date with someone and this person were on their phones the entire time. It's a turn off for some people. And we have seen stories of things happen because like I was on my phone, I didn't see this happening. Or we have seen someone being attacked and no one is bothered, like everyone is just on their phone minding their own business. So if we switch the situation and look at it in a perspective of like how the phones are affecting us, the way we are living in our societies, how can we work around that? How can we be more aware of our surroundings by not being distracted? I understand sometimes it's okay to mind your own business, but also sometimes you need to be aware and then also help someone in a situation where needs be. It's sometimes disheartening to see so many things happening because we have our gadgets with us. I've seen in church, someone thinks that they're reading a Bible with their phone, which is okay, but then like they're scrolling something else. The pastor tells you, open Philippians chapter this. Someone is texting someone. They're not really like paying attention. So what's the point of going to church? I mean, I don't know. It's just like what I feel. I feel like we should be more aware in certain situations and just put our gadgets aside. So there was a time where like I know at some point I was also like so obsessed with my phone to a point where you feel like your phone is your best friend, your phone is everything. But I just took off 1 week and I said, you know what? The phone won't stress me. I'll just wait for calls to come in. And guys, nearly no one called me. So I had two phones. I have this one, the one recording, and then I had a smaller one which was for business phone. So my business phone was getting calls. I would take it, and it was a button phone, by the way. It was a button phone. It wasn't a smartphone. And for my particular personal phone, we realized that nobody even reaches out to us sometimes, and then we are just busy doom scrolling online, trying to entertain ourselves. So we don't need to, I feel like we don't need to be obsessed. We need to draw the line between when should we put aside our gadgets and when can we put them on. Especially if you're at your home, it's okay, you can do whatever you want with your phone. But especially if we are out there in public, I feel like we need to be more aware of the environment and be more like into the moment, other than having all our thoughts on our phones. Like sometimes, I don't know. So you guys, let me know what you guys think. Given situations that are happening, and I've seen of late like so many incidents happening. Someone says, I was just talking on phone walking, and then I get slapped by a border guy. They attack me, they take my phone, they take my bag, and they run away. Like everything happened so fast. And the reason is just because you were not aware. Maybe those people were following you all the way. Like because you're like on your phone and you're not aware. If you're in Kampala, at least you know those incidences have been happening a lot. People being attacked because they're on their phones, people being attacked because they are texting while walking, or you are in the taxi, you're texting and someone snatches your phone from the taxi window. It happens a lot. That's why normally me, when someone is new in Kampala, I tell them, be careful with your phone. Don't let your phone be visible if you're going out on the road or to work, because sometimes you're not even walking, you're just standing on the road, and then before you know it, it's gone. Or sometimes they follow you for some time, and then they notice that slight moment when you're not unaware, and they take your phone, or they steal anything, or they snatch your bag and they steal the stuff you're moving with. So let's be careful out there. It's not safe out there. So let me know what you think in the comments, and let's have these discussions, because I feel like it has gotten out of hand, and it affects both our personal and also our life in the community. Thank you, guys.